and you guys aren't alarmed at all about this. Okay.
That's what they call me. I promise that you never be lonely.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Timothy Apollo. So, I'm sure you guys have heard the president has been banned damn near from planet Earth as far as in social media. Now, so this begs the question, if a tree falls in the forest and nobody's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Hell no, it doesn't. Let me answer that age-old question. Okay, that bit of philosophy from whoever said it. Because no one's around to hear it. Social media is a voice for every and all. Okay. Oh, by the way, I'm sure, and not to jump off subject or whatever, I'm sure my geeks, my Marvel fans will get this analogy right here. This guy is kicking the crap out of this little guy right now. In and out the damn comics, Anyhow, President Trump has been banned, okay, from all social media. If you name it and it's on the internet, this guy has been banned from it. It's pertaining to a little bit of his last speech plus what went on at the White House quite recently. Now, people, I'm going to tell you guys this. One thing I heard that I really, really, really did not like on another note, Parler, okay, a social media site for conservative people, which also allows, of course, liberals and everybody else in there, has been banned by Amazon, Google, and Apple at the last minute. They gave them 24 hours to pretty much pack their stuff and go. Servers and everything. Now, I'm going to let you guys hear a little bit from an interview with Tucker Carlson and the CEO of Parler. And like I say, people, we're going to go back over this and discuss it, but I mean, just wow. I don't even know where to start with this, because I'm going to tell you guys what, this is an attack on free speech. Okay, all of that is out the window. And I know what you guys are going to say, and we're going to discuss this, but here we go.
John Matsey is the CEO of Parler. We're happy to have him on the show tonight. John, thanks so much for coming on. I have to start at the end and ask you if since you built this application as a kind of safe space for freedom of speech, did you ever imagine that Amazon Web Services could or would shut you down in an instant?
Thank you for having me on. I've theorized about it. We've definitely theorized about it. You just never think it'll happen, though, right? And what's really interesting is that they all did it on the same day, those three, without any prior warning. We woke up on Friday thinking never business as usual at Parler, but at least as close to usual as possible. We were number one on the App Store. We had almost 7 million unique people on the app that day. And we get a notice, you're in violation of our terms, one after another. But we found out first, in some cases, not from the companies, but from BuzzFeed. We didn't get a notice from Google. We read it online in the news first. And that is shocking. And then after they set that example, we get an email after email. It's almost like you were just waiting. Who's going to be next? Dumping us. Everybody. The last thing we have right now is email, and I bet you within 24 hours our email will be shut off too.
I just got to ask you, because I think this is a referendum on American society and where we are and where we're going. The left used to stand up for civil liberties. The famously moderate Joe Manchin approves of this. Apart from Glenn Greenwald and Michael Tracy, God bless them both, I haven't seen any liberal stand up to say, wow, this is really scary. Have you?
I'm not sure. I mean, I've seen a lot of people say that this is scary, but I've also seen a lot of people who are participating in the 5 minutes of hate and kind of egging it on and cheering, and it's disgusting. People threatening my life. I can't go home tonight. So this is really a lot. This is not just, our civil liberties. They can shut down $1 billion company, $500 million to $1 billion company. This is what we were getting valuations at overnight.
Are you going to be back up soon?
We will be back up eventually because we're not going to give up. But soon is difficult, you know. I thought immediately, oh, no problem, we'll call up a new vendor, right? We call up the vendor, we're all good to go, and then right at the last second, sorry, somebody said something, we can't host you by. And it's been that one after another ever since then. Right at the last minute, they just bail. So we're going to do it. We're going to be back online one day, and hopefully soon, as soon as possible. But this is a real challenge. We have to build our own infrastructure, our own everything in order to do it.
Pirate radio, digital pirate radios, dark web. I hope so. I hope we're out of time, but I hope, John, you'll come back. You will come back with a list of every corporate coward who bowed to pressure to silence you and 7 million other people on Parler.
You can bet I will. And no, almost 20 million people now. Almost 20 million. And yes, I will.
Yeah, I won't forget this day. Great to see you, John. Thank you.
All right, everybody. It was Tucker Carlson talking to the CEO of Parler, the creator of the app. Now, people, I want to bring this to your attention because this and the Donald Trump situation correlates, okay? This is nothing less than an attack on your freedom of speech. Seriously, and I know what you guys are saying. Your rebuttal is going to be, well, oh, these are private entities. You are right. You are right. With that being said, be fair about it. If you're going to shush one voice, shush the other one. You know, now people, I'm going to be honest with you guys. They have no right, okay? It's hypocrisy at its best. You create an app for social media, but the moment people are social on this media, on these media platforms, and they don't come up with the ideals or the beliefs that you want them to, then you shut it down. Then what's social about that? Basically saying you can only be social if you follow our trends, if you put up our ideals and values, or else we shut you down. Here's my thing, people. I know Trump says a lot of things that you guys may not like or agree with or whatever. Trust me, I know this, okay? I've heard him. And don't get me wrong, you know, sometimes he does go a little bit far. But here's my thing, people. Freedom of speech. This is America. I may not like and agree with a lot of things a lot of people have to say, but I'll be goddamn if I won't fight tooth and nail for you to have the right to say it. And if any of you guys are out there actually cheering and justifying this, then don't, okay? Because the scary part about it, how many of you guys out there have kids or nephews, nieces or whatever, just little people around? Hell, even grown up as people in your family who you say, I'm gonna give them an inch. You give them an inch, what do they take? 2, 3 inches. You tell your kids they can go in the cookie jar and get 1 or 2 cookies. They get 3 or 4 cookies. The problem with this is that people are gonna always test the waters. Okay, just as simple. These huge social media sites, okay, they're testing the waters. Matter of fact, they've tested the water, okay? And if you guys allow them to get away with it, if you guys allow them to dictate what your freedom of speech should be, even if it's on social media, even if it's on these servers or whatnot, okay, then you've lost. What good is social media when you can only be social with their media, with the ideals that they want you to kick off with? And the scariest part about it is that how long will it be before, okay, cool, the liberals, don't get me wrong, the liberals, the Dems, I'm sure they're saying this is a win, this is a victory with the whole Trump thing, with the whole Parler thing. That's fine, okay? That's the right getting kicked in their ass. What happens when these large entities, okay, these large companies, these social media sites said, hey, let's flip this around? You know, seriously, that's where the problem lies at. They silence one person's freedom of speech, and again, miss me with this whole, these are private entities, okay? Because a lot of your asses wouldn't have voices if it weren't for these sites. What happens when they silence you? What happens when not your belief, okay? It doesn't matter about your beliefs because it's not about people's beliefs and which side of politics they're on. It's about the almighty dollar, Okay, they're simply catering. This is simply their way of pandering to the left, to people who they know, as long as they say, well, let's kick Trump off to look good, we'll get more money. What happens when not your beliefs, okay, but when you affect their pocket? You guys will be next. Well, anyway, people, this is your boy Timothy Apollo. Like, subscribe, share. Do you understand where I'm coming from? This time, it's the right getting the kick in the ass. Next time, it may be the left. And again, I reiterate, people, I may not like, hell, I may not like what you have to say. I may not like your ass for all that matter, okay? But again, I reiterate, I would fight tooth and nail, whether I like you or not, for you to have the right to say it. Because if they silence you, it's not too long before I'm next. I mean, like, yo, I'm just saying.